Welcome back to Battle Cage. It's your boy Lost Stacks. We are back. We are back, baby. By popular demand, we are here with the Round Line Rapid Fire. With yours truly, Law. Lost Stacks, baby. I'm here. We're gonna get it popping. We're gonna make this money this week. Let's get it. Let me introduce my co-host Saif back for the people. What's good, my boy?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for coming back. Round line, rapid fire, bro. A lot of people texting me. They want this show, so let's give it to them.
Let's give the people what they want, baby. Let's do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, this is your show. This is
Yes,
your
it is.
baby. So I'm gonna let you take the reins and go with it. Okay. So by all
Yes,
means,
sir.
the floor is yours.
Let's get to it. Let's start it off. So we'll start with Dean Barry versus Michael Jackson, Mike Jackson. We got the round line is set at 1.5 for this fight, with the over at -105 and the unders at -125 on DraftKings Sportsbook. So, like we said yesterday, this fight is kind of a joke. It's dumpster fire of a fight. No strong leans, no strong inclinations. You can't really trust either guy. Hopefully, Dean Barry will pull through and win Sight that coffee, so he could stay up and watch the rest of the fights and do what he got to do. But I mean, if I had to pick some, I probably would lean towards the under 1.5, but I wouldn't feel safe taking it just because I don't know. I can't trust either guy. Dean Barry should finish him and should finish him quick because Mike Jackson doesn't really have any experience and come on, he's older. So, but I don't know. No strong inclination. I wouldn't touch it myself. Wouldn't put my money on it. I would say just pass. There's better opportunities, better spots throughout the card. We'll get to them. Yeah. Anything you got to add?
No, I agree. I expect violence here. I told you. I want Dean Barry to win. If I could find the line, Dean Barry first round. That's probably what I want to do. But since I have the under 1.5, I'm looking for a quick finish from Dean Barry. And I mean, you either take the money line, which is like -1400, something like that, or 1200, whatever. I expect a quick finish. I'm gonna go with under 1.5. I agree with you. But again, I haven't played it yet, so I'm just gonna put a lean. So I put an arrow on the screen for viewers to see that this is kind of where we're going. That's our direction, but I haven't officially pulled that trigger. But I'm going that direction as well.
All right, sounds good. Let's move on. We got the next fight will be Marcin Prachnio versus Philipe Lins. Another 1.5 round line we got set over here for this fight as well. We got the overs -150 and the unders at +120. I would honestly lean towards the under, the plus money at the 120 if I had to go with a pick for this fight. Just because, like I said yesterday, I don't trust Prachnio's chin. He has been rocked before multiple times. He lost consecutive fights by knockout early in the first round. I think all of them were. So the dude does have a suspect chin, and Lins can hit hard. So if he catches him, he can put him out easily. And yeah, I mean, look what last week I said about Baeza. He had a suspect chin, and he got put out in the first round. So if history repeats itself, I'll be 2 for 2 with my suspect chins, and they'll start calling me the chin whisperer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the chin whisperer. Let's get it. I like that hashtag chin whisperer. I like that.
Oh, you got
um,
anything to add? I mean,
Me
that's pretty
personally,
much it.
yeah.
Leah, let me just push it
I don't
off.
have a clear read on it, Law. Um, I'm gonna have to go with you, but to be honest, I put an arrow leaning that way, but that's from your side. Me personally, I think it's just gonna be a skip altogether. I decided to fully bypass this fight, like
Yeah, I mean,
completely.
I'll just put a little cherry on the top for this fight, just for our viewers to get a little bit more of a sense of direction if they want to get involved. I mean, if 1.5, I like it because it's plus money, plus 120. That's a good stab. You can play it just as a single wide. Like, no point of parlaying that. Just, throw a few dollars on that, win some bucks, when keep adding to the bankroll. But a safer play, if you want a parlay piece, you can maybe do the under 2.5, get it at a little worse of a number, but you could parlay that up with other things you are more confident in. to add that juice to the parlay. The way I see it, if Lins is going to win this fight, he's going to put him out early. He's going to put Prachnio out early. So if you have access to points bet, maybe you could maybe do Philippe Lins and under 2.5. I think I checked it out earlier and it was like plus 240, I believe, or something like that. And if you are leaning the other way and you're on the Prachnio side, if Prachnio is going to win this fight, it's probably going to go over the 2.5, in my opinion. Maybe he could put him out, but I don't see it. I think he'll probably win a decision more or less. But I see Lins putting Prachnio out in the under 2.5. But if you do like Prachnio, they also have Prachnio / over 2.5 on points bet is like plus 300, plus 310, something like that. So you could take a stab at that if you're on the Prachnio side. But that's how I see this fight playing out. If it goes under, Lins is putting him out.
Yeah.
If it goes over, Prachnio is probably going to win the fight. So that's my read. No strong way. Either way, can't trust either guy. But yeah, let's move on. Next fight, we got Preston Parsons versus Evan Elder. There's actually no round line right now available for this fight that I've seen. So nothing to really speak about here, I guess, because there's no line set. So what can we really talk about? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm same with you. In that fight, if the line does become available, what was the guy that like Elder? That's the guy who's I'm gonna lean his way. But it depends on the line. If the line is under 180, I think I'm gonna smack it. If it's over 180,
under 2.5 or
for the line, I don't know. I'm looking for the money line on that fight.
Is Elder even a finisher? Like, do you know?
He is a finisher. He's a well-rounded
What is
fighter.
he, like a stand-up fighter or?
He's overall. He's overall. So it's very
good at everything.
He's good everywhere. He has a good takedown. He's very smart. He goes for a double takedown. He's like, you know who he reminds me with his takedowns, like Bilal type takedown, where it's like he's fully committed, and his ground game is really good, and he defends well off his in guard. So his guard defense is good. And he has good, and he's a finisher. So if he has you on the ground, he's gonna look to finish.
He can sub too.
He can sub, yeah. He's like I said, he's well-rounded. So that's why, to me,
for me, it's a wait and see spot. Like I don't even know this guy, so I want to see what he got.
Yeah.
And if he has good, you don't need to have too many goods to be Preston Parsons. The dude is garbage, in my opinion. So if he is what you say he is, he should definitely have an easy time with Parsons this fight. He's already the favorite from what I've seen. The line I've seen. I haven't seen a line, but I've seen on ESPN minus 155 or something like that. So
I would put it like I said, if it's as long as it's under minus 170-ish, like the one.
But for 2.5 or for 1.5, are you saying?
I see. It's very tough because it's his debut and he is.
No, I'm saying you're saying minus 170 for Elder, just money line or for the under?
No, just the money line. The over under. The over under is probably going to be 2.5. No. The over under is probably going to be 2.5. But I don't know the value of the line. I haven't.
No, because I thought you were trying to say like you would grab the under.
Oh hell no! I'm sorry. I missed. Yeah, I apologize. No, hell no. Money line. Yeah, money line.
Okay, but we don't cover that on this show.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying that's only where I'm leading.
I'm busting your balls.
That's only where I'm leading.
My guy. But we can move on, right?
You had me sweating. Yeah, I was like, whoa, what the hell?
We good, right? We good?
Yeah, I apologize, rapid fire. I apologize.
We good?
We're good. Let's go to the next.
All right. So next fight up, we got Aoriqileng, my guy, versus Cameron Else, or as you like to say, LC. But we got the round line back to 1.5. A lot of 1.5s on this card for some reason. They're expecting some violence.
I think so. We're due for a fight like that. I mean, we haven't had a card like that in a while. So all these low tier guys, they usually go out and perform.
Yeah, and it's at the apex, so small octagon, so more violence from. All right, so the round line's 1.5. We got the over at minus 145, so the money shaded toward the over. And then we got the under at plus 115. So, for me, there's like, I don't really even know where to start with this fight because like these two guys like can't really trust one of them, either one of them, in my opinion. I mean, I would think Quilling's gonna have an easy time and win this fight and maybe get the finish, but I can't bank on it for sure. So for me, I would steer away from this fight. I just not super confident in any direction to even give anything out, honestly. So that's why I'm gonna have to pass on this one. If I had to gun to my head, if I had to pick something, I would definitely have to lean towards. I would say I don't even know, man. I don't even know where to begin with this fight.
Can I
But
help you?
maybe Quillang by finish, if you could get that at a decent number.
Yeah.
Maybe like because that's I just don't put too much stock into Cameron Else's game, and I just don't think he's that good. So that's why I would lean that. But I can't say that too confidently, honestly.
Right.
So you could take the floor with this one.
I'm gonna put an arrow toward the over, because Kelang is notoriously a slow starter, and like else, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna commit here, if he's not gonna commit here. If he doesn't commit right away, I could see the fight going over. Now, my confidence on this fight is very low. My official pick was a skip. If anything, I'm probably leaning a Aoriqileng, in some type of win, but I'm leaning slightly on the over. That's why I didn't even emphasize it too much. So slightly on the over, but a skipper for me, like 100%.
Yeah, over 1.5.
Yeah, over. That's where I would probably, because else is usually like a slow starter. I don't know. I just don't see them going balls deep in this fight. You know what I mean? They might want to feel it out. They both coming off a loss. They're gonna be a little bit more timid. They want to be more technical. So let the first round go. Maybe get a takedown from one of the sides. You do some clinch work, and then in the second round, maybe they get a little bit more loose. So hopefully goes over 1.5. So again, slight lean, but again, skipper if anything.
Yeah, stay away.
Absolutely, yeah.
But all right, let's move on. Next fight up, we got Tyson Pedro versus Ike Villanueva. Another 1.5 round line. We got the overs plus 160 and the unders minus 200. So the bookies are definitely expecting violence on this one. That's a hefty price to pay for under 1.5 at minus 200. I definitely would lean that way, but just because of the number, just the price doesn't make sense at that number. I mean, no price really makes sense for this fight. Honestly, you got Pedro such a big favorite. Even the 1.5 is overpriced for the under, so that's like it doesn't make sense for me. Pedro by finish also very overpriced, so it's like at these numbers it just doesn't make sense for me. If you really want to throw it in a parlay just to add more juice, maybe Pedro by KO or sub. I like that because I do think he's gonna finish Villanueva, so it is kind of like easy money in my opinion. Maybe under 2.5 as a parlay piece if you want, but it just probably doesn't make sense because probably just if under 1.5 is minus 200, under 2.5 is probably like minus 400. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just doesn't make sense at that number. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Maybe take a method of victory for this one, either Pedro by KO or Pedro by sub, whichever one you think he's gonna get. Maybe KO I would lean, but I don't even know. He could sub him too. I wouldn't be surprised. Or you could do Pedro to win round 1, Pedro to win round 2. Could take a stab out both of those. One of those should hit, in my opinion. I don't see this fight going to the third round, honestly. But, yeah, that's where I would lean for sure. But just a lot of these numbers don't make sense. The prices are too high for a lot of them. But what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to lean under 1.5 because I think Ike is Ike, man. He's very low level fight here. Tyson Pedro, even though he was away, I think just from what I've seen, from what
He's hungry. Looks hungry.
Yeah. So let's hope his hunger is real enough to put away Ike really fast. So I'm gonna lean the under 1.5. I don't like that play per se, But the reason, but if I'm leaning that way, what makes more sense to me is Tyson Pedro by KO, TKO, DQ, or sub. So basically inside
Oh,
the
by
distance.
finish, yeah.
Right,
But
basically.
it's too pricey
It's
though.
minus 225, which is, again, it's around minus 200.
I'd rather just take him round one.
Okay, but again,
Two.
what if it
You could do
round
both
one?
of them.
Yeah, round one is good. I like round one, but
Or
again,
round two also, just in case he doesn't get him out in round one, he gets him out in round two. You never
if
know.
you want a safer play, though, I think Tyson Pedro inside the distance, like I said, you can do it. Minus 225. Take another
Parlay
good.
piece. You could use it
Right,
as a
exactly. Take another good one, and you can play it. For me personally,
but don't bank on it.
no, 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 none at all.
Don't
No,
heavily
no,
bank on it.
no,
Don't
none at
be
all.
like so confident in
No,
it where it's
I'm not
every
confident at
parlay.
all. My confidence
No,
level
I'm
on this
saying in
one.
general.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. So
Yeah.
we're good with this one.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. Next fight up, we got Dwight Grant versus Sergey Khandozhko. Khandozhko, you know. So we got the over-unders 2.5. We got the overs set at minus 170, and we got the unders at plus 140. So money shaded towards the over on this one. Finally, we got a 2.5 round line. A lot of 1.5s earlier on this card, but yeah, I mean, this fight could literally go either way. I could literally see it going over. I could see it going under. It's all about what Dwight Grant's going to do, in my opinion. If Dwight Grant is going to be the Dwight Grant that he can be to his full potential, and it's going to give it everything he got and put it all out there, then this fight should go under and he should win by knockout. If Dwight Grant is going to be the Dwight Grant that we've been seeing lately, and he's just very hesitant and just on his back foot and he's just content to play that game, then this fight is definitely probably going to go over, unless Sergey is just that bad enough, like not bad enough, but that bad of a man that he could put this guy out. Because I don't really know too much about this Sergey cat, so I don't want to speak on something that I'm not the most sure about. So I'll be honest that I don't really know this guy as much, but I think it's all about what Dwight Grant's going to do. If Dwight Grant is going to be Dwight Grant and do what he can do, like I said, if he's going to put it all out there and he's going to give it all he got and he's going to come out looking for that kill, he can get it. But if he's not, and if he's just going to, like I said, play that back foot and just be okay and be content with just squeaking out a decision or going to split decision, it's going over. But I can't lean strong either way, just because, you know, it's all about what Dwight Grant's going to do. And we never truly know. So what do you think?
Honestly, dude, I told you this one is, I don't know. I'm stunned, bro. I don't know. I would be a liar even showing an arrow on the screen, because it's just like the only thing I can say is Sergey is like my brother's name, so I'm probably gonna say I like Sergey because I just don't trust Dwight Grant. I changed my mind. Initial feeling was like Dwight Grant, but then my stomach started hurting. It's like, what are you doing, Dwight Grant? You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I have a bad experience with him too.
Yeah, so right away I don't trust this guy. If anything, like I said, maybe I'm gonna rely on the Russian guy, Sergey, because you can always kind of count on the Russians with their wrestling.
Always, Slava let me down.
Hey, Slava is he's in California, bro. He's in California training. Okay, he's what is
He's
it called?
He's not in the real
Yeah,
trenches.
he's spoiled, right? He's not in the trenches. You know, I'm talking about the guys from Moscow over here coming from the streets. So
the real Sergeys.
Yeah, the real Sergey. So if anything, maybe Sergey, but again, this is, I don't know. I don't even know where the over under, how I would see it, to be honest. I don't know. To me, it's a skip.
Such a hard fight to read.
I don't know, bro. I really don't know. To me, it's a skip. Again, it's a skip. That's it. I'm sorry, guys, but it's
100%.
There's
we
other
don't want to give you false information.
Yeah, it would be we
don't do those things.
Just even for the purpose of the show. As you can see, even Lost Tax doesn't even want to. Even for the purpose of the show, doesn't want to tell you. Just open his mouth. It's just we're looking at real lines. We're looking at real numbers. You know what I mean? There's just
I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I wanted to even say something, but
I'm gonna only give the knowledge when I know.
Absolutely.
I'm confident. Now when
I'm with you, bro.
I wouldn't
with you.
speak out my ass.
I don't, so it's not even worth it. Like I think it's a skip. It's a good skip fight. A good bathroom break for me.
But
Let's see.
finally, let's get to some fire,
Okay.
some real fire. We got Jourdain Wright, the Beverly Hills Ninja, same birthday as me, October 7th. Get it right, Libra gang in the house. Versus Marc-Andre Barriault. We got the round line 1.5, because you know who's fighting, my boy Jourdain. You don't play that. You don't play that over 1.5 stuff around here, boy. You know what I'm saying? We got Jourdain Wright, baby. So the over is at -150, surprisingly, under +120. Listen, you already know where I'm going with this one, baby. You're giving me +120 on under 1.5 on Jourdain Wright's fight. Are you kidding me? Like I said yesterday, this guy has never been past the 1 minute mark in the second round. Every single one of his fights has been ended within the first round, except for 2. And those 2 got finished within the first 30 seconds to minute of the second round. And you're still going to give me +120 on under 1.5. Are you serious? Come on. You got to be joking. Smash that. Listen, if you're one of those guys who say, "Oh, I don't know, 1.5, I don't trust it," you're worried. Take under 2.5. DraftKings -150 under 2.5. Love that. Love that.
I'm sorry. What's under 2.5?
Under 2.5 on DraftKings, -150.
Wow.
Fight doesn't go the distance, -200.
Wow.
On DraftKings. Like, what are they? Do they know something that we don't? Because, like, what? Jourdain Wright is fighting, bro. Like, do they not understand that? Because I don't think they do, bro. This guy is all or nothing. Either he's putting you out cold or you're putting him out cold.
Yeah.
That's the only way the fight ends when Jourdain Wright fights.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parlay pieces. Love it. Under. 1.5, 2.5, fight doesn't go. All day. Jourdain Wright by finish, +240. Love a little sprinkle on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Throw it in a parlay with a couple picks you're really confident about. Why not? Take a stab, couple dollars. Then you got Jourdain Wright by KO, +350. Come on, bro. +350. If he's going to win, how is he going to win?
Knockout.
It's going to be by knockout, right? And then you got Jourdain Wright KO round 1, +650. Jourdain Wright KO round 2, +1200. Take both of them just in case. If he doesn't do it in 1, he'll do it in 2. If he doesn't do it in 2, he'll do it in 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Come on, bro. Those numbers are beautiful right there. Listen, I'm just dropping fire for you. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But most confident out of all those, obviously the unders. You know what I'm saying? Because that covers both sides just in case. You want to get a little crazy. You want to throw a couple dollars, mix it up.
Yeah.
You take a stab at Wright by finish, Wright by KO, Wright round 1, Wright round 2. I love them all. Love it.
What did you say the fight not go to distance was?
-200 right now on DraftKings, but it's probably going to get hammered already. After people see this,
it's over,
and they hear what I got to say.
And the under 2.5 was -150.
Yep.
That's sweet.
I already got that in a bunch of parlay.
I
already got fight doesn't go the distance, under 2.5, under 1.5, and all scattered in different parlays. Yeah, I haven't touched Wright yet by finish or by KO or any of those, but I probably will get involved. Maybe I'll even take them. Not all of them, but when I do, like, if I'm gonna take them as singles, I'm probably gonna take the Jourdain Wright KO round 1 and Jourdain Wright KO round 2. That's how I'll probably do it, because you get the biggest payouts for those, and it's better, in my opinion, if he's gonna knock him out instead of me getting by finish +240 or by KO +350. Round 1 I'm getting +650. Round 2 I'm getting +1200. So I'm getting way more bang for my buck. So I'd rather take those as singles. And then if you want to like instead, or if you want to do parlays, you could just take him by finish or by KO. Because you never know. I could even see a world where Jourdain Wright submits Marc-Andre Barriault. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
He could do it too, because he has a good submission game too. But he's just such a banger that it's usually going to be with the hands. Also, another sneaky way to attack this fight. If you don't want to pay the minus 150 on the under 2.5, or you don't want to pay the minus 200 for the fight not to go the distance, on DraftKings, they have how will fight end if you do by KO. So it doesn't matter who KOs who. Just you think that's how the fight's going to end, by KO, minus 110.
That's not bad at all.
So you could, instead of taking, will the fight not go the distance at minus 200, fight him KO minus 110. You get a way better number. So, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I do see a knockout in this fight.
Yeah.
Like I said yesterday, Barriault just got put out cold 2 months ago.
But chitty chitty bang Jourdain bang, 16 seconds.
Chitty chitty bang bang. First punch, cold, out, bye-bye.
Dude, I actually rewatched that on YouTube. The sound was just, it was brutal, bro. It was just like click, clean.
I was watching.
Overhand right, clean, and the guy
that was one of the best debuts ever.
I mean, the way he did it was crazy. It was just, it's insane. It's insane. So
yeah. 2 months later, you're coming back in the octagon and not fighting Jourdain Wright, the Beverly Hills Ninja. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Not a good move in my opinion. That's why. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Jourdain Wright puts him out. It's just Jourdain Wright. It's either he's gonna put him out or he's gonna get put out.
Right. That's how he fights. That's why we're not even banking on that. We just don't want it to go the distance on under. So I like the underplay. I'm gonna agree with you. What I'm thinking is under 1.5 is parlay for me, because I'm gonna use it as a booster. But I like the,
and it's a good booster.
It's a good booster. Plus
120.
Yeah,
that's a great number.
I like it, and I'm gonna use the under 1.5, under 2.5 as a potential parlay piece, like with one of my confidence. So like maybe Tyson Fury combined with another thing for like a 3-leg parlay and call it a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
that's,
for sure.
Yeah. So that's a good for me. I didn't want to attack it that way. Initially I was hesitant, but after everything you said, I'm gonna go with it. That's it. That's your play. I'm going with it.
Listen, if you're a numbers guy, the numbers speak for themselves. Look at Jourdain Wright's career. Look at, I get it. Barriault has went to decision before, but bro, he just got knocked out cold his last fight by the first punch. 2 months later, he shouldn't be back in the octagon fighting. He's not recovered, so it's gonna be way easier to get put out again because his brain is not fully recovered yet. You can't recover from that type of knockout in 2 months. It's just not physically possible. I don't care who you are, what kind of blood you have, or what kind of I don't care.
Right.
You're just not physically possible. It's not healthy. It's not good. No doctor. I don't even know how a doctor allowed him to fight. I'm surprised he even got that.
Yeah, he got the clearance. He wouldn't been, otherwise he wouldn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy because no doctor should have signed off on that after getting knocked out like that. But let's not get too into that. Regardless, like I said, the numbers speak for themselves. Jourdain Wright, every single one of his fights, he's never been even to the middle mark of the second round, let alone the judges' scorecards. Come on, and you're getting it just doesn't make sense. But let's move on.
Let's go.
Next fight up, we got Lando Vannata versus Charles Jourdain, and over-unders. The round line is 2.5 on this one. Over is heavily chalked at minus 185, and then we got the unders plus 150. So for me, I love the over 2.5 on this spot, just like a lot of other people, obviously, because it's at minus 185. I already invested on the over 2.5. I think it's a beautiful parlay piece. I used it as a parlay piece. I have it in many parlays already. I pretty much do it in almost, not all, but a lot of my parlays. Already parlays that the first few legs were already done with basketball and other sports. Now we'll come down to the UFC on Saturday for me, So over 2.5, I love that spot here. I really love this fight. Like we said, it's going to be action-packed, fight of the night type of fight. I see it going the full 3. I see a war. I see, even though you don't want to take an over in a war type of fight, there's certain wars that you know, there's just wars and neither guy is gonna get put out. You know, like Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje, like,
Yeah.
you know, like just
I expected something
Julian
like that.
Arosa,
Yeah.
Julian Arosa, David Peterson, or what's his name, Peterson, that
Parsons,
guy.
right?
No,
Oh,
Peterson.
Peterson?
That Arosa, his last fight, he was a war, 3 rounds
Yeah.
with that dude. Yeah, it was crazy. But there's just those certain fights that, like, you know, coming in, there's just gonna be a war, but both guys are durable. Both guys could take a shot. Both guys could give a shot, and it's gonna be one of those fights. But I love the over. If you're gonna take either guy, like I said yesterday, I think you take him by decision because I do see this fight going the full 3. So last I checked on DraftKings, Vannata by decision plus 200, Jourdain by decision also plus 200. So they're both plus 200. So rather than paying -1, what is it, -130, -135 for Jourdain, or paying or getting +105, 110, 115, whatever it is for Vannata, you get plus 200. So if you like a side, take the side by decision. You get the plus 200, you get a better number. Because I don't see either guy finishing. If one guy is going to get a finish, I do see it being the Jourdain side, if anything. But I don't see that happening. You know, Vannata has the experience. He's been around. He's crafty. He knows what he's doing. Jourdain is the younger fighter, you could say hungrier in a way fighter. But Vannata's hungry too. You know, they're all hungry. But like I said, yeah, I mean, I do see this fight going the full distance. That's what I like the most. I like the over 2.5. You want to do over 1.5? It's chalk here, but whatever. I love that.
What's
Parlay
the over
piece.
1.5?
I'm not sure exactly what the number was because I just did 2.5, but it's probably like if -185 for the 2.5, the 1.5 is probably, I'm assuming, like -350, -400, maybe even, but whatever. I love that parlay piece all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I really
All
like
right.
in this side. What do you like?
You know what I like. I know it's gonna be a war. And I like Jourdain here
Yeah,
because he's a finisher. Because he only has one decision win.
yeah.
But again,
But he's gonna get a second if he wins this week.
Oh, he's gonna get a second decision.
Yeah. If he wins, yeah.
Because of that, I see the fight not going a distance, but I haven't played it. I'm on Jourdain, straight money line. And funny thing is, that line has been brought down crazy, which scares the living shit out of me. By the way,
I told you.
holy shit! The rebound action on
Because
Lando
Vannata is
Vannata.
good, man. Vannata is good.
Holy shit! The guy goes from plus 130 to even pick him, and not even, and now he might be even a favorite going into this fight.
Yeah, but you to just take them by decision if you like a
That's
side. Like
crazy.
plus
That's crazy.
200.
Made me scared. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, because I'm already invested in this fight, I don't wanna take any lines. But it's gonna be a war, like I said. It's like you said too. It's gonna be a good fight. This is honestly at this point, I just want to watch the fight. To
Yeah,
be
it's
quite
gonna be a
honest.
sick fight.
Yeah, I think at this point it's gonna be, they're both good
Especially now
stylistic,
that
striking
Manel Cop
paradise.
is not.
Yeah, especially with Manal Cop and Sumo is off the card. I think it's
Yes.
gonna be it's a true people's main event. Honestly.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is definitely one the fans are anticipating. I'm anticipating. You're anticipating. We all are. Like, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
yeah.
banger of a fight. But I do see it going the full 3.
Okay.
Um,
They're both
yeah,
durable. They're both durable.
both these guys are super durable.
Yeah.
Super durable.
It's not a bad play. I like the over 1.5. What's the over 1.5? That's the thing. If
I
any,
don't know exactly the
I
number,
don't have
but
the
I would
number
assume
either.
it's like -400 or
Oh,
-350.
disgusting.
Yeah, but it's playable.
Playable.
Love it.
Yeah.
Parlay piece all day.
I do see the fight starting a little bit slow. Jourdain is definitely a slow starter, notorious slow starter. And most of his finishes, like you said, were in the later rounds after 2.5
Yeah,
mark.
it's gonna
So
be if there's gonna be a finish. I'm not even worried because even if there will be a finish, it could still be after the 2.5 round point of the
yeah,
third
yeah.
round because it's gonna be a late finish in my opinion if there will be. But I don't see that. I see Vannata winning the first round, coming out strong.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna start slowing down in the second. Jourdain's gonna definitely win the third. Who's gonna win that second round? That's what it's gonna come down to.
Yeah.
Like I said, I promise you that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be 29-28 either side. Whoever's gonna win
Right.
is gonna win 29-28, or it might even be a split decision. So
Okay.
yeah.
Let's move on.
All right. Let's move on. Next one up, we got Chase Sherman versus Romanov. There's no round line on this fight yet, so nothing to really talk about.
Fight doesn't go to distance?
Nothing. There's nothing available. The only available line is just the money line, and Romanov is a heavy favorite.
You think they're gonna give us the line or what? Are they gonna, or they're scared?
No, of course they will. No, they're gonna give it.
Okay.
They just got to think of what they want to set it at. But it's always on their time. You know, that's how it always is. You win money, it's on their time.
You're right.
Anyways, regardless, if when they do set it, I would lean Romanov by finish, under 1.5, under 2.5, whatever. But it's probably gonna be crazy numbers.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be nothing like where you're gonna be like watering.
I'll be honest with you. If the
stuff.
under 1.5 is over 200 mark, I'm not playing it.
No.
I rather take the fight doesn't go to distance.
Yeah, but it's gonna be heavily chalk, so it's not even gonna be worth it.
Right.
But yeah, you could Romanov by KO.
I'll parlay that with Tyson Fury, but
I'd rather just take Romanov by KO or sub. Whatever.
Okay.
Get it. Probably gonna be like -400, but whatever. Throw it in your parlays because that's what I see happening. I don't see him winning a decision. You know, Chase Sherman just got cut, like we said, but.
Fair enough.
Not much to get to. Not much to really.
Absolutely.
You know, but let's move on. Next one up, we got Sife's main event. We got Maycee Barber versus Montana De La Rosa. We got the round line set at 2.5, over heavily chalked at -2. Yeah, heavily chalked -265, and the under +200. So yeah, they do see this fight going the full way. They do see it going to the judges' scorecards. It's funny because Saif was hit me up earlier today, and he was like, "Yo, Barber and under 2.5," and I said, "Yeah, you're smoking, my guy. Stop. That's not happening. If anything, De La Rosa and under 2.5, yeah, maybe." But no, for me, this fight, I'm not really going to get involved in this fight too, probably at all. Maybe just a tiny bit, maybe like a couple little sprinkles. But no, I haven't got involved yet. It's nothing that really caught my eye too much. Over 2.5, -265, they're just too pricey for my liking. But if you want to throw it in your parlay, maybe, but I wouldn't even trust it because I wouldn't be surprised if my girl De La Rosa comes out here and finishes Maycee Barber. You know what I'm saying? Like, Maycee Barber doesn't want this smoke, you know? Saif ain't ready for that. Nah, but Barber, for real, she might get put out. I don't know, but you're sleeping on my girl De La Rosa, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if she could finish her because Barber's very hesitant, and De La Rosa, she's going to come out there and she's going to be ready, bro. I'm telling you, that girl is going to come out and she's going to fight, and she's going to get up in Barber's face. So Barber better be prepared for a good fight because if she ain't, she's going to get put out. I'm telling you. De La Rosa got some mean ground and pound, bro. I'm telling you. She got some good ground and pound. And she got good submissions, too. So she is type dangerous. Like, don't sleep on her. I'm telling you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she does finish Maycee Barber. But realistically, this fight will probably go the full 3 rounds. I don't know, though. At the price tag, I like De La Rosa, like I said yesterday. What did I see? I saw De La Rosa by KO is plus 1,600. I'll probably take a stab at that, honestly.
De La Rosa by KO is 1,600?
Yeah, De La Rosa by KO is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I seen that, I'm like, for real? Because she actually got a KO in her last fight. So she's coming off of her first KO win in her career.
Yeah.
And she does have good ground and pound. I'm not going to lie. And even though Maycee Barber does have good takedown defense, she does. But like De La Rosa is just like, I think like in my eyes, I think she just wants it more. Like she's more hungrier. Like Barber, like she's like more believes in her own hype, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but like I don't know. I just don't feel. I don't see the hunger in Barber, and that's why I can never back a fighter like that. Like for me, it's so big for a fighter to believe in themselves and like believe they're the best and know they're gonna be the best and want to be the best. You know what I mean? And I just don't see that in Maycee Barber, and that's what like rubs me the wrong way about her. But like maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe she comes out here and she puts on a hell of a performance, and she looks like the Maycee Barber everyone thought she was going to be when she came into the UFC. But I just haven't seen that recently. And De La Rosa, one thing I know about her is she's going to come in and she's going to fight and she's going to give it everything she has. And I don't know if I could say the same about Barber. So, you know, that's why I lean De La Rosa, especially at the price tag. Now, look, we might come Saturday and Barber might come in here and smoke her. It could happen. It could happen. But based on what I've been seeing, I don't think it's going to happen just because I haven't seen that from Maycee Barber. That's just how I feel. But listen, I'm not going to be heavily invested. It's women's MMA. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'll probably take a stab at that KO plus 1,600. Why not? And her like round 1, round 2, round 3, crazy numbers like plus 3,500 plus 5,000 plus like crazy. So I'll probably take a stab at those. Why not? It's worth a sprinkle, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I know you didn't like hearing that.
Nah. But it's my turn, right?
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, Montella De La Rosa, inside the distance by KO, TKO, or DQ on BetMGM is plus 2,000.
Wait, by finish?
Yeah.
So by TKO sub
inside
or
the
DQ,
distance. So by KO,
plus 2,000?
TKO, right? Just by
that's even better than the by KO then, because you're getting a better number and you're getting sub
no,
or
not
DQ.
sub, just KO. So basically, just KO.
KO,
You said,
TKO, or DQ.
Correct, or DQ. That's plus 2,000.
That's even better number.
Which is insane to me. Now, with that being said, I can see your valid point. However, I'm actually on the opposite spectrum here. I am all over Maycee Barber. I caught her at minus 165 before the line got juiced. Now it's 200. I'm expecting it to go even higher after the weigh-ins. I watched some of the media day, so I watched Maycee's interview. She's very confident. She looks happy. I feel like
she was confident last time too.
Not so much. Not so much. Let me finish, my brother. Let me finish. Let me get my 2 cents in. Okay. She looks happy. She looks ready, and I feel like that controversial split decision win. And I'm gonna go on record here. Okay. I feel like she lost the fight. I'm to I
you feel you know she
okay I know dude I had the ticket. I was in FanDuel. I had the ticket in my hand and I had it already crumbled. It was on the table. I ordered a drink to console myself, and I put the next bet to basically cover my butt,
recuperate.
Right. It just so happens that I was on the right side of the robbery. But I feel like,
oh, where's that ticket?
No, it was on the table. It was still on the table. I got it. Yeah, so I was able to cash it out. Now, sorry. I feel like she needed that little, like, pat on the butt. Like, yo, like, wake up. Like,
not a pat on the butt.
It was a pat on the butt. Okay, let me finish. In any case, in this particular fight, I feel like Montella De La Rosa is just bad enough to be taken advantage of. And in this particular spot, I'm going to call under 2.5 as a good play. I also like, I know I'm crazy. I'm completely crazy. I also like Maycee Barber.
I mean, I could see De La Rosa finishing her, so you're not crazy.
That's why, listen to this. My favorite play on BetMGM, that's my favorite line right now. I haven't, maybe I'll look at DraftKings. Maybe I'll find something different. My favorite play as of right now, Maycee Barber, inside the distance, which covers KO, TKO, DQ, and submission, So fight doesn't go to distance, and Maycee Barber to go out there and put on a show and remind everybody that she is the future, and she is who we thought she is. And otherwise, I'm just gonna eat my words for the rest of my
Yeah.
life. Plus 325 is my new favorite play on Maycee Barber.
Wait, Maycee Barber by finish.
Basically, inside the distance, TKO, KO, DQ, submission, plus 325. She said she's going to get the fight finished. I'm going to take that. In fact, I'm going to
Don't
sprinkle.
put too much stock into
No.
those
This is a 1.75 unit play. So like $175 for me. And I can live with it. I'm coming off 34 units. I can absolutely eat it, okay? So I'm taking 1.75 units on plus 325 inside the distance. If I have to take the over-under here, I'm leaning, again, have to lean under plus money. Everybody wants that over. Everybody's doubting Maycee. I'm going to say Maycee, strong rebound. She's overdue for it. She went loss, split decision. We need a dominant performance here. I feel like it's a tailor-made fight by the UFC here for Maycee. Maycee is a lot more marketable than Montello de la Rosa. I'm going to go on the business aspect here. Call Maycee, call that line. And
Did
guess
you speak
what?
to Dana?
I listen, Dana had me on his
You
podcast.
called Big Daddy Dana?
I called Daddy T. I called Daddy Dana. In any case, I also have half a unit. So that's $50 for me, right? Half a unit. Maycee Barber round 1, I believe, is plus. Maycee Barber round 1 is yo,
You're
hold
gonna
on.
be sleeping round 1 still.
Hold on. Maycee Barber round 1 TKO DQ plus 750, half a unit. I just played it. That's it for me. That's it for me. And I know
Good luck,
we're on the
brother.
opposite sides. And next week we find out. One of us wins that fight, right? One of us kind of holds true.
Yeah, but for me, I'm not heavily. You're
But
heavily
so
invested on the
here's what I'm
Barber
gonna do
side.
for
I'm
the
not
viewers.
invested on the
I
De La
know
Rosa
you're
side.
not too much. I believe you're leaning over, right?
I
So
mean, I could see this fight going either way, but I
really.
mean, I wouldn't play the over. It doesn't make sense at that number, and I'm not confident in it. So
Okay, so then I'm gonna put an arrow here. Okay, I'm gonna indicate the fight for me. I'm gonna indicate the line at under 2.5, and it's
for
for
me, my play, just for the purposes of the show,
yeah,
for this fight, if I had to take something, I would take a stab at with the De La Rosa by KO plus 2,000 number.
and
If you
that's
could
it,
get that
right? That's
number,
it.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, just for the purposes of the show. But
Okay, I think we covered
I'm
enough for
not
this one.
playing
Let's say
it. I
enough
haven't
with
played
Maycee
it.
Barber, enough with De La Rosa. It's the co-main event, I believe.
Yes, let's get to
Let's
the
get it. Let's
co-main
get it.
event. We got Clay Guida versus Claudio Puelles. Round line set at 2.5. Over heavily favored at minus 200, and the under is plus 160. So for me, I'm already involved in this fight. I parlay piece. I have been in a lot of parlays. I have the over 1.5 in a lot of parlays already.
You said over, correct?
Yeah, over 1.5. I have that in a bunch of parlays because the way I see this fight playing out is I see Guida winning, and I see most likely him winning a decision. I really wouldn't be surprised if he gets a finish, but I do more lean towards the decision. Puelles, he has been knocked out once in his career, but Guida's not really a knockout threat. If anything, he's more of a submission threat or just a volume threat. He's not really a power puncher, you know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about the knockout threat with Guida. Puelles is not really a knockout guy either. He doesn't really have great hands. He just really, the only thing he's good at on the feet is his kicks to the body and stuff like that. He has good kicks. But other than that, he's not really a threat on the feet. So he's not really a knockout threat either. So you're not really worried about a knockout happening in this fight unless it's like some crazy flash spinning back fist or some crazy nonsense like that, which, you know, what's the chances are, there are chances of that happening, but they're relatively low. So there is no really knockout worry. The only threat we have of a finish is a submission threat. Yeah, we have a submission threat on the Guida side, and we also have one on the Puelles side, but they will kind of cancel each other out, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So when you got two good grapplers, most of the time it ends up being a stand-up fight. in a striking match. So if that's the case, I definitely see this fight going over. So I love the over 1.5. It was like minus 300, 350, something like that when I got it. It's like minus 400 now probably, but I still love it as a parlay piece. Juice it up a little bit. Why not? Definitely see that hitting and coming through. I like the over 2.5 as well. It's a better number. It's minus 200. It's not that great, but whatever. But, I am kind of pretty confident in that coming through as well. For me, I did more 1.5 in my parlays, but that's just me because I like to play it safe. Sometimes, unless I'm like really, really confident, but I am confident.
You caught the over. You caught the over in this fight, Guida versus Claudio.
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5. Okay, what was the line?
It was like minus 350 when I got it, not like minus 400, but whatever. I still like it. It's a good parlay piece, like I said. I also have Clay Guida at money line in a bunch of parlays. You can get a little greedy if you want, taken by decision, because I do see him winning a decision, like I said. If you could get double chance, maybe you could do Guida by sub or points, or sub or by decision. I like that as well. Maybe you could even get it at a plus number rather, because Guida's like minus 110 money line, so maybe they'll give you like plus 100, plus 105, something like that. You never know. So I do like that because I don't see Guida knocking him out. But yeah, that's what I really lean to, and that's what I really like. So like I said, what I'm invested in already, I have Guida money line in some different parlays, and I also have over 1.5 in a lot of parlays. But yeah, that's what I like. What about you, my brother?
This fight, I like the 1.5 that you just mentioned. I have the over. The current set fight is over 2.5. So I put a box around over 2.5. But again, it's at minus 200, and I'm not 100% kind of like safe with that. But the over.
Safe with the 1.5.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really safe with over 1.5. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna write a little text on the screen, and I'm gonna write I prefer the over 1.5. So if you grab the over 1.5, it's
parlay piece all day.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm gonna write over 1.5 is probably where you want to be here, okay? Because even though the over is kind of where the standard is, but if you could find the alternate over 1.5, even if it's going to be minus 300, whatever, it's a safer place for me because I do agree with that. Clay Guida is, after, say what you want. What is this, like 49 fight or something I said?
59.
59. So, yeah, he's up there in terms of experience. It's just ridiculous. I am favoring Claudio Puelles here, so I'm just going on a massive fade on Clay Guida. So I'm probably going to eat my words again because I faded him last time, and you warned me. I'm just hard-headed a little bit. I'm just rolling the dice here again on a younger fighter. But the play in terms of over-unders, I like the over 1.5 all day, baby. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. I love that play.
Yeah.
Beautiful parlay piece.
100%.
And like I said, if you have access to Guida by sub or points, I like that too.
Yeah.
That's a good play in my opinion. If you're on the other side and you like Puelles, you could do Puelles by sub or points. So same thing. Like, I don't see either guy getting a knockout, so you could throw that out the window basically. So it's either going to be a sub or a decision. I lean more decision, but listen, if it's subs, it could happen.
All right, last fight, baby. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's go to the main event. We got Jéssica Andrade versus Amanda Lemos. We got the round line set at 3.5 for the main event. We got the over is at plus money at plus 105. And we got the under at minus 135. I mean, honestly, I don't really like this round line. I haven't touched it. What I have touched for this fight so far has only been Jéssica Andrade money line. I have used it in a lot of parlays so far. Obviously, it's the main event, so it's a good parlay builder to use the main event. You know what I mean? Because if everything turns out the way it's supposed to throughout the night, you get to that last fight, you could always hedge yourself just in case. You know, so that's always good to have the main event thrown in your parlays. So I use Andrade money line as an anchor to a lot of different parlays. Um, to be honest, when it comes to the round line, if I had to lean, I would probably lean towards under, but I wouldn't feel 100% safe with the under 3.5, even though it's probably going to come through and Andrade is probably going to finish her in the first couple of rounds. 3 rounds at least, 4 rounds. I mean, 3.5, that's, you got to get into the fourth round halfway through. So that's pretty good amount of most of the fight, basically. So, yeah, I would definitely lean under. I would feel a little more safe with the under 4.5, or the fight doesn't go. Probably, well, you definitely get it at a worse number, but I would feel a little more safe with that because I don't think this fight is going to go the distance, actually. Yesterday, I was saying that's the one thing I'm a little bit still in my head about whether this fight is going to, whether Andrade is going to finish her or not, or if she's going to win a decision. But now that I've thought about it the last 24 hours since we last recorded, yeah, she's going to finish her. I'm very confident now in that. Jéssica Andrade is a finisher. She's had a few decision wins throughout her UFC tenure, but she's been in the UFC a long time, and most of her wins have been by finish, and they've been relatively quick, first, second round. You know what I mean? She gets down. She doesn't come to play her back foot like Dwight Grant. She comes to bang. She comes to get that finish. She comes to put you out. She's looking for that knockout. She's always looking for that kill. She's good. She could sub you too. She has some subs through her career, and she's good with the sub game as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if she finds a way to sub Lemos, but I wouldn't be surprised if she puts her out either. I definitely see it happening now that I thought about it. So I am leaning Jéssica Andrade by finish. It's actually at plus 130. So you turn a minus. She's like minus 210 now. She keeps climbing farther and farther. She started at like minus 150. She's all the way to like minus 220 now. She's going to keep going more and more and more as the fight keeps getting closer. But you can turn that into a plus 130 if you take her by finish. And I like that because that's how she's going to win this fight, in my opinion. What about you?
Yeah, I was just looking over the current line. Like we said, is the standard line is set at 3.5 over
Yeah.
under plus 105 over minus 135 under. I may have found a sweet spot. What do you think about this one? Fight over 1.5 rounds minus 200.
Oh, that's pretty good. But I don't trust that fully because I could
Right.
see Andrade.
Just starching
I
the
could see
shit out
either
of
one
her.
of them sparking each other
Yeah, that's what I'm
in the
afraid.
first.
Honestly, that's what I'm
Because
afraid.
they're both bangers. They're both
Yeah.
gonna bang.
So what's the fight doesn't go to distance?
I don't know what the
Let me
line
see.
is right now, but I would assume it would be like minus 250 probably, or like minus
Will
220
will
to
the fight go to distance? Yes, currently set at plus 140. The fight doesn't go to distance. No, minus 190, minus 190.
Oh, it's only minus 190? That's
It
a pretty
is.
good number.
It is. That's
I
five
like
rounds
that.
is a
I like
long
that.
time for two girls who are killers. They believe it or not, they're both killers. Amanda Lemos, even though she fought a lower tier competition compared to Jéssica Andrade, but she's finishing these girls. You know what I'm saying? She's really
No, I love that. Minus 190. Throw that in your parlays.
yeah.
I'm gonna throw that in some of my parlays. I didn't even know that was
Yeah,
such a good.
that line I actually got it
I
off
love that. I love that. I
yeah.
love that. Andrade by finish, Andrade money line. Listen, I love that. And then at the end of the night, when everything cashed beforehand, and now we're coming down to this main event, hedge that with Lemos, round 1 KO, Lemos round 2 KO. That's it. Hedge those two. Put a good chunk on it if you have a lot of
So
money
would
on
you
those.
say the better line
And
would
then you
be
could hedge with a little bit Lemos by points, just in case, just a little tiny bit, but put more on Lemos round 1 KO, Lemos round 2 KO to hedge.
for the main event? You don't like 3.5, right? Would you feel more comfortable under 4.5?
Yeah, I would feel more
Yeah, I like
comfortable
that.
under 4.5, and fight doesn't go the distance. But I like the 3.5 too. Honestly, it's not that bad. But I would
Okay.
feel more comfortable with the under 4.5, and the fight doesn't go.
Okay.
And you could
So
just take Andrade by finish. You get a
put
plus number.
I put on the screen under 4.5 is probably where I like it to go. But you said you're okay with under 3.5 as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the fight
Okay.
doesn't go.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and Andrade by finish plus
And
130. You get a
Andrade
plus
inside the
130.
distance.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that wraps it up. It was a great,
Whoa.
great show. Thank you, my man. We
Thank
killed
you.
it.
Thank you.
We
Appreciate
went
you.
through
Yep.
all day, all day. Let's wrap it up. Let me give a little fire to our
The
viewers.
floor is all yours, my man. It's all
Yeah.
yours, okay?
So first off, let me just say thanks to everyone who's tuning in, who's commenting, who's DMing us. Like, we appreciate the support, we appreciate the love, we appreciate the feedback, we appreciate everything. Keep it coming. Our ears are always open. We're always open for new things and new ideas, stuff like that. But what I want to say is, hit that like button, please. Hit that subscribe button. Run it up. Let's keep share the video. Let's keep showing the support. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get bigger and bigger. But let me give some fire bonus picks from my fans. I got you guys.
Hold on. That means I gotta get my pen out too. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
close my
yeah.
mouth and listening. Let's get it.
Yes. So I was talking to Saif yesterday. Last night we were messaging each other and talking about what time we were going to do the show today. And I was like, yo, lock this in. Because he was like, yo, let's build a parlay. And I'm like, yo, lock this in for today. New York Mets in baseball, money line, right? But it's too late now for anyone listening. They already won. They already did what they had to do. So that's one leg down, right? Memphis Grizzlies, NBA playoffs, baby. Tonight, we got the Grizzlies versus the Timberwolves. I got the Grizzlies at -1.5. So minus spread, -1.5. I got it -110. I think it's 2.5 now, whatever. Take the money line, take the -1.5, -2.5, whatever you could get it. Love that. Fire. Let's cash. Easy. Let's go. Tomorrow night, Phoenix Suns -1 against New Orleans Pelicans. It's okay. Devin Booker's not playing. We still got this. It ain't a sweat. I promise you. Suns -1 tomorrow. Lock that in. And yeah, that's it. And you want to make some money? Lock those in. Throw them in your parlays too if you want. Mix it with the UFC. All the fire we gave you. Make some
Love
big
it.
money,
Love
baby.
it.
Let's
Love it.
go. Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
What you got to say, my brother? You could close it out.
Nah, same thing. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Great show as usual. We're gonna try to make this as a weekly thing. As you can see, I'm still working on my production for you guys. So I was able to put some arrows and whatever on the screen. If you're able to see it, great. If not, I'm definitely gonna get it for the next video because I'm still trying to learn. But I think it worked out pretty well. In either case, appreciate everyone's tuning in. Make sure you give us a like, sub, like Lost said. And yeah, this channel is only gonna get better. You'll see as time progresses. I'm in the business of making money. I'm not here to just like waste my time. I actually, the proof is in the pudding. Every week, if you count from the actual start where I started going hand with this, probably like February, March time, I'm like over 150 units alone, just positive, which is crazy because some people out there are just bragging about barely touching 15 units for the year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm nothing against anybody, but I'm in the business of actually making money. So I'm looking for the best possible value. I am a plus money chaser, so I admit it.
Me
But
too.
I think we all are. So again, long term, I feel like you're gonna get a better value sticking with us. The production value is gonna go up as you will see. I got a new microphone. That's already awesome. So I'm happy. I'm gonna get stacks on it. Okay, I gotta get him a microphone.
Sir.
I gotta get him situated in the studio. That's all to come. We're gonna have our videos from. We're going for International Fight Week, so a lot of content coming soon. But we need your support. We need your backing as well. We got a couple of people already just messaging us, and we love that interaction. So don't feel like hesitant or whatever. You can comment and right down below. You can reach us on social media. We got underscore at @law_stacks on Instagram. I'm making my Instagram available soon, but for now you can catch me at Battle Cage right on this channel, or battlecage88 at Gmail. So either way you can talk to me. But yeah, that's it for me. It's been an awesome show. Let's make some money this weekend. And that's it. I'm pretty much yeah.
Let's tune in for the weigh-ins tomorrow to see how everyone looks on those scales.
Yeah.
But yeah, lock those bets in. We dropped a lot of great gold for you guys
Right.
today. You know what I mean? A lot of stay away spots. Some spots taken off. You know, we lost Manel Cop, something with a tainted supplement. It is what it is, off the card.
Yeah.
So it happens. Listen, but let's stick to the spots we know we're gonna make that money, and let's kill it. Let's do what we gotta do.
Bonus. Most likely, I want to stream some Bellator. I know you're not a fan of Bellator, but for the Bellator fans out there, I'm probably most likely like 90% sure that I'm streaming the main card, not the prelims. I'm gonna be live, doing some live. So Stacks, you got some time? Drop on in on the live. But I will be doing live, and on my live, guys, tomorrow I will reveal most, if not all, of my official plays for this UFC live on record. So you will see all my tickets that I'm actually playing for this Saturday. So full transparency, hold me accountable. It is what it is. You can't win every Saturday, but I'm gonna do my best.
We're gonna win most.
Yeah, of course, we're gonna do our best. Like I said, I'm in the business of making money, and that's it. It has been an absolute pleasure. We are done. We are out. See you guys next time. God bless and take care. Bye-bye.